Welcome to San Francisco's GNews. We bring you all the LGBTQ plus top stories from around the world. Join me, Celso Dulay, and my guest co-host every week, where you get all of your gay in just one day, from the city by the bay, with San Francisco's GNews.
This week on GNews,
LGBTQ political representation like we've never seen before.
it's tax season. Can you write off a unicorn?
Forget fake news. Fox News proves they're just stupid news.
Congress and hate groups and trans flags, oh my!
Speaking of oh my, is Harry Potter bi?
Plus, out and about and our crush of the week.
Get all your gay in just one day.
Right here on GNews.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of GNews. Have you missed us? You may have noticed that we haven't aired an episode in a little bit. That's because we've been busy building our new home. Welcome to glitterbombtv.com. It's pretty fabulous.
It is.
Yes. Here you're going to be able to find all of our shows under one roof. We're even going to have our own glitter-worthy store. Yes, that's going to be fun. And because every Sunday needs a cherry on top, the incomparable Sam McGinnis is here to join us for our maiden voyage.
Hello.
Hello, welcome, Sam.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm
Yes.
so happy to be here.
You're the newbie on the new home site show. Don't tell anybody; they're gonna be jealous.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Of course, welcome. You might notice that there is a subscription box down below, just like YouTube, but only better. Dare I say, because if you subscribe with us, you'll not only get updates on the shows, you can get access to our newsletter, and you could even win some swag.
Ooh,
Yes. So, you ready to spill the G?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get to the news. Nothing against the bottoms, but this segment is all about the tops. With more and more LGBTQ people in politics, there seems to be a rainbow over all of us. And the pot of gold at the end may very well be Lori Lightfoot. If for nothing else, making herstory by being the first openly gay and first black woman mayor.
Lightfoot is a former federal prosecutor who beat out Cook County Board President and former school teacher Tony Preckwinkle.
In a city that has a long history of corruption, Lightfoot has her hands full. So it might be no surprise that her platform ran on things like cleaning up city government, reforming the police department, stopping violence, expanding affordable housing, defending immigrants, legalizing cannabis, and supporting LGBTQ plus Chicagoans.
In her victory speech, before kissing her wife, Amy Eschliman, she said, "Today you did more than make history. You created a movement for change." Speaking of pots of gold, Mayor Pete is running for president in 2020. We'll get to his stats in a second, but first, let's talk about his name.
Yes, his full name is Peter Paul and Mary. Kidding. Totally kidding. No. His full name is Peter Paul Montgomery Buttigieg. Can you say it?
Buttigieg.
That's pretty good, yeah. So if you guys are having trouble out there, you could think of it like Boot Edge or Buttigieg, or you could just simply call him Mayor Pete.
Okay, here are his stats. The 37-year-old two-term mayor of South Bend, Indiana is a lieutenant in the U.S. Navy Reserve, a veteran of the war in Afghanistan, a Harvard graduate, and a Rhodes Scholar.
So I heard a rumor that he's left-handed.
Ooh.
I know. Oh, and he's gay.
Yay! So he very well may be the first openly gay president of the United States of America. And it seems that the United States is ready for it. Recent polling from NBC and Wall Street Journal showed that nearly 70% of Americans were either enthusiastic about or comfortable with a gay or lesbian candidate. That's up 25% from 2006, when polls revealed only a 43% approval rating, which I think we're ready for.
I totally think we're ready for it. I'm anxious to hear what his platform has. A lot of these candidates, they have a lot of charisma. They're really well spoken. They have a lot to say, but they don't really have platforms yet. So we're still waiting to get that. But I like him as a candidate.
Right. I think he will do really, really well if he makes it to that level. I think. So.
And I really like that him being gay is kind of an ancillary thing. It's just kind of not an afterthought, but it's adjacent. It's
right.
Not really this hot topic. It's just part of him. And
it's just his life. He's just living his whole life.
We've come a long way. It's really fantastic. I can't wait to hear more from him. And he's cute.
It really doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. His husband's cute. He's cute. No, I'm excited by him. He's got that kind of that quality, that kind of Kennedy quality, you know. Well, Mayor Pete is also a bit cheeky. Here he is on CNN's town hall with moderator John Tapper asked him if Pence might make a better president than Trump.
Do you think Vice President Pence would be a better or worse president than President Trump?
Does it have to be between
Politics is about choices, man. You know that.
I mean, I don't know. It's really strange because I used to at least believe that he believed in our. I disagreed with him ferociously on these things, but I thought, well, at least he believes in our institutions and he's not personally corrupt. But then how could he get on board with this presidency? How could somebody who, you know, his interpretation of Scripture is pretty different from mine to begin with. Okay, my understanding of Scripture is that it is about protecting the stranger and the prisoner and the poor person, and that idea of welcome. That's what I get in the gospel when I'm in church. And his has a lot more to do with sexuality and, I don't know, a certain view of rectitude. But even if you buy into that, how could he allow himself to become the cheerleader of the porn star presidency? Is it that he stopped believing in Scripture when he started believing in Donald Trump? I don't know.
It's tax season. Hey, Trump, it's time to hide your taxes again. Oh, wait, you never stopped.
Enjoy it while you can, because the House Ways and Means Committee is getting the popcorn ready. And so are we.
Can you smell the butter?
Chairman Richard Neal submitted a letter to the IRS requesting 6 years of Donald Trump's taxes.
6. That's a good place to start. You know, work your way up to 12-inch. Oh, sorry, we're talking about taxes. My bad.
A recent Gallup poll showed that 61% of same-sex couples are married. So here's some tax information for you newlyweds.
61%'s a lot.
It's huge.
Y'all go. Well, now that you put a ring on it, you might be thinking, ka-chang, I'm going to save some cabbage on those deductions.
However, don't be confused. The IRS does not consider domestic partnerships or civil unions as marriages under federal law. But there is an argument for filing separately. Say you and your partner are trying to hide those porn star hush money payments. Well, then filing separately may be the way to go.
I would agree. But be forewarned, because once you're married, you's married, girl. So check with your tax preparer to make sure you don't end up in a cell next to Trump.
Ooh.
Just saying. Fox News isn't necessarily the bastion of rigorous, fact-finding, substantive news that we look to with any kind of confidence.
Ever. They may be humorous at best, but recently they just got dumber. Covering Trump's order to cut off all assistance to El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, Fox News shared this banner during their coverage. Wow.
I'm hardly ever rendered speechless. I had to look at that thing a couple of times before I burst into laughter. And then I was a little sad for everybody over at Fox.
Yeah.
That's bad on stupid.
Mexican countries.
That's...
Okay.
I think our audience is smarter. But just to clarify, Mexico is its own country. And then you have El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. Unbelievable.
This is the age we live in.
This
now,
is
folks.
yeah. They tried to. I guess they caught it after the fact that they tried to apologize and say, "Oh, sorry, it was a little."
It was an intern. It's fine.
Of course, they only did that on Twitter. It's not like they came back on the news and said, "Oh." But wow, right? Hey,
That's
Fox
all.
News, we've got a banner for you. How about this one?
Several prominent lawmakers on the Hill displayed trans flags in solidarity and support of International Transgender Day of Visibility. A spokesperson for Nancy Pelosi said Pelosi is proud to display the trans flag to send a strong message to transgendered Americans that they are seen, heard, and affirmed, and that House Democrats remain committed to ending discrimination and securing equality for all. Of course, you can always count on some asshole to come in and try and piss on your Wheaties. Enter Tony Perkins.
Perkins is the president of the hate group, the Family Research Council. If you guys aren't familiar with the Family Research Council, they lobby against LGBTQ plus everything. Abortion, divorce, embryonic stem cell research, even pornography.
No, not pornography.
The Southern Poverty Law Center classified them as an anti-hate group due to the group's false claims about LGBTQ plus community, based on discredited research and junk science. Tony got his start in politics with the help of KKK leader David Duke. He was on the Hill because he was appointed by Trump to the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. Perkins was on the Hill and saw all of the trans flags and nearly his pants.
He posted on his blog, "Is this Capitol Hill or a trans parade? An unpleasant reminder of where our new majority's priorities are." Monica Helms, the creator of the trans flag, is the one laughing last. She sent Perkins 1,500 trans flags as a gift for his office and for his friends, saying on Facebook, "Thank you, your shout out helps our cause. After all, if the religious right is afraid of a pink, blue, and white banner, they've already lost the battle."
Okay, so that was the real news. Now let's get to the really important news. Harry Potter is bi. Yes, and in J.K. Rowling's new trilogy, he shags Ron Weasley.
The Queen of Magic, J.K. Rowling, is set to have a new series called Harry Potter and the Enchanted Tryst.
That's supposed to be coming out February 2021, but all of the stories that we found this on, or all the sites that we found the story on, was on April 1st, April Fool's Day. So is it real or is it not real? Oh my God. I mean, short of bringing up JK herself and asking her, I mean, we couldn't find a site that basically said the punchline to the joke, like, oh, we're just kidding. These are credible sites that had this all on there. So it was a really good joke, or it's real?
Well, if it is true, then too, that Netflix will be producing a series based off of the books.
Yeah, well, that would, I mean, I think because of the title, the Enchanted Tryst, it sounds fake.
Well, I think
Right?
it just sounds like Daniel Radcliffe is going to show his wiener again like he did in Equus.
Yes, I love that. Well, so regardless of if this is real or not, Daniel, could you just show your wiener again? I think that's what we're really wanting. I absolutely love that. Well, I'm gonna keep trying to. Please let us know if you know if this is true or not. Please comment and tell us whether you have evidence, proof that this is either real or fake. And until then, we're just gonna let our imaginations run wild. Are you there right now?
Sorry,
right?
I was there. What?
You're in an enchanted tryst.
It's that time. Let's go out and about in San Francisco.
This week's Out and About, we're going to a very popular watering hole here in San Francisco, the Powerhouse. Every Thursday, they have an event called Junk, and it is just what it implies. A lot of hot people in their underwear, misted down, paraded across the stage, earning money.
What else can you ask for, really?
Exactly.
In the evening out? Come on now. This last week they had DJ Jesse James there, and it's also hosted by
Dulce de Leche, Mr. Pam. It's so much fun. It's kind of like the anti-Castro. It's a completely different scene. It's a completely different vibe. It's really down to earth. It's a lot of fun.
Also, they did the farewell party for Brody Harris and Gabriel. So, farewell.
Well, they're off on a new adventure. We hope to see them again really
Your bulges
soon.
will be missed.
Very much. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun, so check it out.
Is that your heart beating?
No, it's our crush of the week.
This week's crush is somebody that I have been crushing on for a very long time. I first laid eyes on him in the first Kingsman movie. Whew, and I have been pitter-patting ever since. In his latest film, Rocket Man, in theaters May 31st, he portrays the extraordinary Elton John.
We're talking about Taron Egerton.
Oh, another moment where I'm speechless.
Sorry, I just went off into my own world for a second.
He is so dreamy. I can't even.
Great voice.
Yeah.
Great body.
Smart.
That chin.
He can act. He can sing. He can
armpit
dance.
hair.
The armpit hair. He's got the best armpit hair. He's friends with Elton John.
Right? Oh my god. And recently he just did a performance with Elton John.
Yes. So he sings in this movie.
So
So he's
beautiful,
playing Rocket
so
Man. They're
beautiful.
doing this. It's kind of like a biopic of Elton John, but it's different. It's not like Bohemian Rhapsody where it literally is like a historical kind of reference. It's this musical dream kind of thing that also has parts of his life that are actual woven into it. So it's a little bit different. But because of that, he has to perform and sing and act and everything. So he's super, super talented. So he sang Tiny Dancer with Elton John. So the first time I saw that, I have to share, I didn't realize that he was part of Rocket Man. And I just thought, oh my God, he's singing Tiny Dancer with Elton John. He's coming out! And I got
he's not gay?
all excited. No,
Oh.
he is not. So we have some fun facts here about Taron that I'm going to lay on Sam and all of y'all. First of all, Taron is Welsh for thunder.
Got some thunder down under.
Yes. This is my favorite one. He used to live in a town called by this name. Can you say it?
I'm not even going to attempt. Can you say it?
It's go something like that. Well, if that's too hard for you, here's the shorter version. Basically, it translates to the Church of Mary in the hollow of the white hazel near the fierce whirlpool and the Church of Silio by the red cave.
Yeah, obviously.
Right? Duh. That was contrived in the 1860s so the town's railway station could boast the longest name in Britain. He lived there for a short spell. There's a really cute video I included down below where this weatherman actually says it. And Naomi Watts lived there for a spell, so she was able to say it. I love that.
Watch the video. You'll love it.
Now I want to go to
honestly.
this little tiny town. He goes back there, I hear regularly. He auditioned for the role of Cyclops in X-Men Apocalypse, but he was turned down.
Aw.
I know, right?
That's a sad day right there.
How is that
He
possible?
would have been a great Cyclops.
I wouldn't turn him down for anything. The very first production that he was in was A Midsummer's Night Dream. He played Flute, the cross-dressing mechanical.
Yep.
I love that was his character.
I love that play anyway, but I
Everybody's
see
classic,
him
yeah.
as that role now even more so.
Right?
All like bare-chested and awesome.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
sorry again. Back in my
Sorry.
fantasy world, it is
And
Crush of the
then,
Week, right?
another adorable piece. The first movie they ever saw in a theater was Bambi. I know. So if you're yearning for more Eggsy, fret not, because director Matthew Vaughn is planning on a third installment of the Kingsman series, bringing back Colin Firth and Taron Egerton, and he's also going to do a prequel one that goes before that, like World War One.
Oh.
So 2 new Kingsman movies that are going to be coming out, but you really only care about the Kingsman 3 because it has Taron in there,
Obvi.
right? Yeah,
Obvi.
totally. Because he's so talented, he's besties with Sir Elton John, he's gorgeous, and we could listen to that Welsh accent all day long.
But that ass, though.
Oh, that ass. He is our crush of the week.
Just look at him.
Quick shout out and a thank you to my mother-in-law, Sandra. She sends us content and story leads all the time. She's a religious watcher of the show. She loves and supports us. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to call it. You are an honorary producer on this show. Thank you so much for all of your support and love. We love you. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Well, that's it for this week's episode of GNews, where you get all your gay in just one day with your hosts,
Celso Dulay
and Sam McGinnis.
We'd love for you to join the Glitter Bomb TV family. Just subscribe and you'll never miss an episode. And remember, we love here at GBTV. So if you're a fan, tell all of your friends about us and share the glitter. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, but you can always find us right here on glitterbombtv.com.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you next week.
Bye. Speaking of pots of gold, Mayor Pete is running for president in 2020.
Right out of the gate.
I love this drop. Lightfoot is a former federal. Okay. Not a formal, a former. Okay. Lightfoot is a former federal. Fred skis. Congress and hate groups and trans flags. Oh my!
That was kind of cute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought.
I done f***ed it up
That was kind of
already.
cute. I kept going.
Sorry.
Excuse me. I was f***ing gold. Where were you?
That was gold plated.
A recent Gallup poll showed that you all so much. Okay. Say you and your partner are trying to hide those. They me right now. Stain. Okay.
Fox News isn't necessarily the bastion of rigorous fact-finding, substantive news that we look to with any kind of confidence.
But, oh my God. The 37-year-old two-term mayor of South Bend, Indiana. Oh. Okay, his stats. I didn't say that. God damn it.
From the top.
Sorry.
8.5 inches.
He likes long walks on the beach.
5'9",
He's a
mask,
Scorpio.
first top. No, okay.
He likes pina coladas.
Chairman Richard Neal
You
submitted.
can't look down for that.
This is.
Oh, you can. Sorry.
Okay.
Shady bitch. Anyway.
Shady bit.
All right. For the record, I read my script. Covering Trump's order to me right now up the ass. Okay. Okay.
Cut! Let's take a break.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry, John.
Union break.
Right. Yeah.